5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And it's live.
This is Leicester Till I Die TV. Watch and subscribe on YouTube and listen on your podcast platform.
Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good day, goodbye, good night. Hello, wherever you are in the world, one of those will apply to you. Welcome along. I think it says how badly Leicester City season is going along that I'm actually here doing an international watch along, but it will be absolutely orgasmic to see a home team score some goals this season. Well, it ain't going to happen at the King Power, is it? We are here on international duty. It is England hosting Albania in the first of our World Cup 2026 qualifiers. A tournament that Japan apparently has already qualified for. When did they start? Them Japanese. Welcome along. Let's get wading.
This is the Leicester Till I Die Watch Along Show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
I will love it if we beat them. Love it.
Home team going to score some goals. Wayne, good evening.
Let's hope so. Wouldn't it be exciting, Chris?
Yes. And if we win the game, I might be able to play my winning jingle at the end.
Get in there.
Going to say hi to Ronald. Ronald's in. Hello, mate. How are you doing? Paul is in. Hi, Paul. Blue Fox all the way from Canada. And yeah, Paul says, looking forward to getting the winning feeling back. I mean, I can say it is just like I say, looking forward to seeing, the home teams score some goals. But that's our group there. Wayne, I mean, England should qualify to Canter, shouldn't we?
Well, it's funny, some of the groups have got 3 teams in and some have got 4 and some have got 5. It's quite strange.
Yeah,
but that looks like the group of death, though, Chris, to me.
Do you think so? I mean, when you look, England are 4th in the world. The top one goes through. The second one goes through automatically, so both the top 2. And the third goes through as possibly as the best third place. I mean, if we can't finish above Latvia and Andorra, I mean, we'll all be blaming Thomas Tuchel for being German, won't we?
Yeah, I was tongue-in-cheek group of death, Chris. I mean, you should win.
Sorry, I'm not.
You should win this at a Canter, Chris. I mean, come on. I mean, Serbia, they're a good side. Albania, they're not bad at all. But yeah, we should win this, and Tuchel, let's see what he's got.
Yes, indeed. I mean, before we get on to Tuchel, I actually said, because yesterday I did a preview show with of all the UEFA qualifiers with Dorg. I say Japan somehow have managed to already be qualified. I don't know how that happened, but I know they're in advance of us on that side of the world. But come on, and I said there should be a separate group for the likes of Andorra, San Marino, Gibraltar, Liechtenstein. And Jeff came back to me with a comment post-match and said, the fans of those clubs, or countries, look forward to playing England. I mean, I would have said 20 years ago, yes, it was the big, we're playing England. Now, England doesn't want to play in England, so what? Wouldn't their fans sooner see their team at the World Cup? Because they're going to get battered here, so they might as well get battered at the World Cup. Just give them a group of their own.
Yeah, that's a great point. You can see Jeff's point. But like you say, at one stage, that was definitely the case. But England are pretty also runs, really. And yeah, you could see that because it would be, it's like the Premier, isn't it, with the three leagues, as you said, in the Premier League. It would be nice for some of these teams to savour, a World Cup tournament.
Yeah. I mean, I can remember when years ago when we were in the top flight, I think it was the first division then, and I went to watch Leicester play Southampton, getting excited because I was watching Kevin Keegan. Would I be excited? Yeah, would I have been excited if I'd gone to Leicester at the weekend and watched Bruno Fernandes? No. Those moments I think have gone. But as the whipping boys of qualifiers, like Gibraltar, San Marino, whatever, they are never, ever going to, Andorra knows that they will be lucky if they get a point off a draw with Latvia. That's the most they can, or 2 points off 2 draws. That's the probably most they can hope for. So why not say, right, we're going to put you all into a couple of groups, the worst 10 teams, and you'll qualify. All right, you're going to get stuffed at the World Cup. You're going to get stuffed in the qualifiers, but at least you'll see your team in a World Cup final.
I like that idea, Chris. That's quite radical. That's a very good idea. Yeah.
Don't be so surprised that at 63 years old, I can be radical.
Not radical and logical, actually, Chris. It's quite surprising.
How very dare you, sir. But yeah, I mean, Serbia didn't do brilliantly in the Euros last year, and that's the nearest thing we can compare these two. They came fourth, actually, if you remember, in our group with Denmark and Slovenia. We beat them 1-0 thanks to a Bellingham goal. Serbia then drew 1-1 with Slovenia and drew 0-0 with Denmark. But Albania were the interesting ones because they went along to the Euros last season. The first game was against the mighty powerhouse that is Italy, and they scored within the first minute.
Yeah, shock. A lot of these European teams, a lot of them play in the higher leagues, and they're technically very good. At one stage, the training for these minor nations wasn't very good, but they've all got excellent training. They're really good athletes, and they can give anybody a game, really.
No, they can. I mean, all right, they came fourth, but they managed to score 3 goals. All right, they conceded 5, and they went on to lose that game 2-1. But I think the top 3 that you see there, England, Serbia, and Albania, will be the 3 that go through to the World Cup itself. And if England don't, then woe betide Thomas Tuchel.
Just thank God we're not playing Andorra first, Chris.
Yes,
banana skin.
Exactly. Well, I mean, we will find out. I mean, but look, before I get to the teams, Thomas Tuchel, if we've got to have a foreign manager, then I suppose somebody like Tuchel, the advantage he's got is he's managed in the Premier League.
Yeah, and he's also apparently a perfectionist, workaholic, and disciplinarian. So good for him. Pull some of them football lads into. But he won the Champions League with Chelsea, didn't he, in 2021? Yeah. Apparently, he's won 11 major trophies.
Couldn't win the FA Cup though.
Sorry,
no, couldn't win the FA Cup though.
No, he couldn't. No,
just thought I'd add that in. Any Chelsea fans that are watching?
Yeah. No, but I don't agree with foreign coaches. I think if it's national team, keep your nationality. But we have had Sven, haven't we, very nearly made it. And then who was the other one? Sven-Göran Eriksson.
Oh, there was
Fabio
the
Capello. That's
Capello, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a bit of a disaster, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But look, he qualified without losing a game, Capello. And all right, you know, if we'd had VAR, then we know it could have been a different story. And he was a disciplinarian. And I love Sven to bits. I've met the guy, I've got a signed picture on my wall. He's a lovely, lovely man. And like I said yesterday, if you haven't watched that documentary on, I don't know if you've watched it yet.
Amazing, amazing.
Yeah, I mean, any hardened football fan of Leicester or England that watches that, or even any team, and does not have a tear in your eye, there's something wrong with you. What a lovely, lovely man. That said, he didn't have the experience of, like I said, that Tuchel's got of having managed in the Premier League, understanding our the way that the league works, the way that England works, etc. So he's had to deal with the FA because, of course, when his players were called up. That said, he's German.
He is German. He's actually picked. I mean, there's a guy beginning with F in the starting lineup, and you're thinking, I did a fancy football league, and I thought I'll just double check his form for Man City. It's absolutely crap.
Yes.
But he's in the team. He's in the team. Well done.
Well, we will come to the team in a second because I want to talk to you about that. But look, to me, England should never have a German manager, should never have a Scottish manager, should never have an Argentinian manager. I might allow a French, but I don't like the French either, so I'm going to put the French in there as well. It just doesn't work, and it didn't work. Who was it? Somebody went to Scotland. A German manager went to manage Scotland, and they were awful. But that said, look, if he wins us the World Cup next season, I'll say I was backing him all the way. And if you take away the fact that he's German. Yes, I think he is actually a damn good signing.
Yeah, it's like anything with Southgate. You know, it's like with Rude playing the youth, you know, and going for older. You're thinking, how's this manager who's he going to pick? Is he going to pick people on form or go back to whether the FA are like whispering in his ear like with Southgate, play some of the established people that are just not playing very well for the club?
Let's have a look at that then, because like I say, we'll wait and see it, and the jury's out. Now, I'm guessing that you would be referring to Foden.
Yep.
That said, if you're ever going to say I've picked a player because he's on form, Dan Burn in there, number 12, you've got to say, yeah, I mean, that's... But look, can it not be that sometimes a player can be absolutely awful for his club, but then plays very well for his country?
Yeah, I get that, but it's like some people saying, why hasn't Rude played Mavadidi, or why isn't sort of Buena not getting in? I think it's if they're not doing it in the training, then they're probably not going to get picked. And I do really believe that if you're playing really well, if playing crap for your club, you shouldn't really put on the England shirt. You know, because if you can't do it week by week in the Premiership, I can't see you doing it on an international stage.
No.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I agree with you. I think it should all... I don't care. And Southgate, when he came in, did make the point that I don't care what club you play for. If you're on form, I'm going to pick you. And he did for a couple of games, and then he went back to picking his favourites again. And look... It is a problem, I think, being the England manager, because look, the formation apparently that he's gone for. Oh my God, no! Thomas Tuchel has gone for a 4-2-3-1. How often have we seen that this season? But that said, I don't know what formation Manchester City play every week, but it could be that the England manager, I think, has got to say, "This is my formation. This is the formation I like to play. This is my first choice formation." Obviously, hopefully you always have a plan B, but this is my first choice formation. And I'm going to pick the players that will fit into that formation. Now, it could be that Foden has been playing out of position for Man City, because let's be honest with you, we all know Justin at Leicester, players do play out of position for the clubs. But he could look at that and go, well, within here, and Foden is on the right of the three, Foden, Bellingham and Rashford. He might actually be good at that position for England.
Yeah, he possibly could be. I don't think Foden in the last few years has actually contributed to any England performance.
He had one good tournament, didn't he?
Yes, yeah.
I think that was the last World Cup, to be honest with you. But the last Euros, I don't know if it was there or not, but the last Euros and what have you, he's not. He like you say, he's not made any difference. Let's go through them. I mean, look, Pickford in goal. I think it kind of says it all. I mean,
his form's really good, Pickford.
Yes, and again, he's never let England down. And in goal, you've got Henderson is the goalkeeper, the backup goalkeeper from Burnley, playing for Burnley. Over and above, what's the Southampton keeper called? You know who I mean. Ramsdale,
that's right, from Arsenal, yeah.
Yeah. So, he's got in there over Ramsdale. And again, you would have to say, how's he getting in with the way Southampton are playing? But he's never let the team down, has he, Pickford?
And he's a good voice from the back as well, isn't he?
He is. Yes, he is. Back four on the right, Walker. Obviously not playing in England at the moment. Is he still our best right back, do you think?
I think it's transition, isn't it? It's transition. Same sort of talk about Kane up front. I think the reason he was getting found out for pace, wasn't he, Walker, towards the end of the Premier season and for England. So it'd be interesting. Sometimes a new move can give you fresh legs and fresh impetus. It's going to be interesting to see how he plays, really.
It is, and at the end of the day, you've got to look at it. Tuchel, who's just been interviewed now, he's going to look at it and go, do you know what? We're playing Albania. No disrespect to them. They are, 70-odd in the world, which was the numbers on the table before. If we were playing Germany, he might have a different plan, but he's maybe just gone for that experience, doesn't want an early banana skin. Love the rest of the back three, Konza, Byrne, and Lewis Skelly.
Yeah, really quick. Dan Byrne is really excellently. He's brilliant at set pieces, but he's really clever. Son-in-law and grandson, they support Newcastle. They love him, not just for the goal he scored. He's a local guy, Newcastle, but he's clever. So, like they say about Van Dijk, if you get a really intelligent fullback, he doesn't, like you guys were saying, you don't need to make a load of it because he's just intelligently leading the back line. And Konza's really good, quick, good footballing brain. Yeah, a really, really good back four, actually.
Started to bring through, with Southgate, in fairness. The two in front of that, Rice and Jones.
Yeah, I mean, Rice is he's having a brilliant season. He's such an influential player for Arsenal. It's such a shame he's gone there, and they just didn't sign a striker. Gabriel Jesus got injured, and it's really buggered their season, to be honest. I mean, Rice is if he carries on, he's in the top of the world, isn't he, as a midfielder? He
is. And then we've got three supporting the striker, but the three, Foden on the right, who we've discussed, Bellingham in the centre, Rashford on the left. First of all, Bellingham, got to be one of the first names on there, hasn't it? I mean, he can have quiet games, but as we saw in the Euros, he can turn a game like that, can't he?
He certainly can. And the trouble is when you play in such a top world-class side, then I suppose when you go, because when you're playing international, you kind of shove together for a few days training and you're not playing. It's like if you played Man City, you're not playing with the same people. Will you gel or not? And he's frustrated. He was very frustrated in the last tournament.
Yes.
Throwing his dummy out the pram. And on the day, it's brilliant, but it's whether it can link with the other players, isn't it?
Indeed. And what about that man there, Rashford? Not getting games at all at Manchester United. But look, they like Leicester are a team in turmoil, and he's gone. He's gone to Villa. He's started. So I'm surprised to see him in the starting lineup. What about yourself?
Yeah, definitely surprised. That is when you see some of the choices like Foden and Rashford, that's when you think. I understand the first game of the qualifying. It'd be really good to get a victory. It'd be interesting to see his choices later on. But that is a surprise for me, because he's only played a few games for Villa, and he was nothing at Man. It completely fell off the wagon, hasn't it, Man United?
Yes, yeah. But maybe this is his rebirth, him going to Villa. I'm surprised. I would have liked to have seen Gordon, I've got to say.
I'm not sure whether he's injured, Chris, to be honest. I think he's injured.
On the subs bench. He's on the subs bench.
Oh, is it? Oh, right. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really see there, but the subs are Bowen, Easy, Gordon, Gehu, Henderson, goalkeeper. Henderson, well, that was a surprise if he'd started, but he's not. James, Livramento, Rogers, Colwell, Solanke, and the other goalkeeper, Trafford. So, look, I mean, let's talk Harry Kane. Captain is there on the screen now, leading the England players out. What? Yeah, I mean, you just keep writing this guy off. Again, look, we joked, didn't we? Bayern Munich won everything, and then they signed Bellingham. But this season, my God, any club would want him up front, wouldn't they?
Yeah, and sometimes a new move can give you fresh legs, and it's really good that he's on hot form, and he's like Chris Woods at Notts Forest. He's just a good striker, knows where the goal is, can shoot, great with the head. He just needs opportunities, and it'd be interesting to see how Tuchel plays Kane and because if they can connect behind Kane, he will score goals, won't he?
Oh, 100%. The referee today, Alessandro Jose Hernandez. So good they named him twice. He's obviously he's got to be Portuguese or Spanish, I'm guessing. He's certainly not Norwegian, is he? What are you looking for tonight? Are we looking for just a 1-0 and we take that? Look, like you said at the start, maybe the 10-0s now no longer exist unless you are really playing one of the teams like 190 plus in the world. But you're looking for a lot of goals, a comfortable, easy demolition, or just a win that will get us the 3 points and get us up and running?
I think if it's a scrappy win, a lot of fans will be disappointed. I think it'd be nice to, if we can see us playing football through the team, linking together, and it looks promising for the future, and even a 2 or 3-0 or 3-1, but good football, I think that would be a satisfactory. And 3 points, that'd be satisfactory. I mean, what do you think, Chris? What are you?
I would like to see a high-scoring game, simply because I want
double figures, Chris.
Because I just want to cheer some goals on from a watch along. That's all I want. Please, God,
You'll be doing the Macarena all the time.
Yes, but look, we've got to say, Albania, they're not going to be the easy. They are the 65th in the world, but it could be an upset. This is England, but I would like to see at least 4 or 5-0.
That's a fair sort of thing. Plus, teams like that if they can get a 0-0 or a 1-0 against a team like Leicester, they would love that.
Yes,
that's something to tell the kids and grandkids. So they'll be determined. Yeah.
Let me ask you this. They are lining up, but they're not kicking off yet. So, a quick question before I let you go, and then obviously we'll see you at half time. Southgate, he was derided, and it came to the end where he was hated. And I'm not surprised he walked, to be honest with you. I would, with the sort of vitriol he was getting. But he took us to 2 finals. He took us to semi-finals. He took us to quarter-finals. If you're going on the number of sort of quarters or etc., semis and finals, he's probably our most successful ever England manager. Yes, Alf Ramsey won it, but he also didn't get us qualified for one tournament. I think, I don't know, I would not want Southgate managing Leicester, don't get me wrong, but I think he was a damn good England manager.
Yeah, it was, and it did fall short on what he promised about, playing people on form towards the end a bit. He went too safe. But look, the winning stats percentage, they just speak for themselves. And it's like when Sven, is tenure. We're very nearly, you sometimes in competition, you're just so close.
Yes.
You don't quite make it. And I think it was a really good manager. I think the players loved him. And I think he did progress things for England, actually.
He did. I think he was a good appointment. People will have their own memories of him. And look, everybody that hates Ruud van Nistelrooy wears Leicester blue at the moment. But multiply that by people that hate the England manager when we're not winning things. And, how can you say, well, we got to the final, but it was crap because we didn't win it? It's...
Yeah. And you've got Germany, you've got Portugal, you've got Spain.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you can't just say we've got the best statistical midfield or striker. Nothing. You've got to fight for it and win it.
Yeah, no, totally you have. And there is the lineup. So, Wayne, thank you very much, sir. I'll let you go and set it up and watch it. And I'll see you. We'll do obviously a half-time. We'll do a post-match review, but it will be very, very quick. We won't be a Leicester sort of one. But thank you very much for joining us, and I'll see you at half-time. Enjoy the Goal Fest. Fingers crossed. What is one of those? See you in a bit. Oops. Okay, then, here we go. Let's just get this all lined up. Let us know what you think of the England team as well. Add your comments in. No spoilers, remember, please, on this. We don't have the usual sort of mods that are in, so I will just be kicking in. If I kick, it's longer than a normal kick. We're going to have a minute silence for George Eastham. They do have this thing, a minute's applause now, rather than a minute's silence, which I suppose is nicer in a way. So it is Thomas Tuchel's first game as England manager. England in all white. Let's hope it'll be all white on the night. It's going to be Albania kicking off in their black shirts with red trim. And we're away. No, we're not. A false start, but we do finally get underway. It wouldn't surprise me if it was Foden, to be honest with you. just to show. But more than likely will be Kane. Right, so let's see what Thomas Tuchel can do. That Hi Jack, how you doing, mate? Welcome along. Are you watching the game? I'm just gonna hold that a second because I clicked it earlier. And oh, here we go again. Thomas Tuchel saying we will put players in the positions they are comfortable in. Are you listening, Ruud van Nistelrooy? You're welcome to pop on at full time if you fancy doing it, mate. You're more than welcome to join me and Wayne. What's your score prediction? I've gone 4-5-0. I think we should be beating this team because, like we say, they did not do very well against in the Euros last year. They didn't win a game, but they did score very early against Italy, of course. So it's England now playing out from the high line here on halfway, just inside the Albanian half. Ronald, yes, I did go to the old Wembley. I went and I saw Leicester City play Tranmere in the or whatever it was at the time, Worthington Cup, I think it was. And then I went to see the new Wembley. I went to see nice move from Bellingham there. I went to see Leicester beat Manchester City in the Community Shield. So out of the two, I much prefer the new Wembley. The old Wembley, I'm sure in its day was amazing, but towards the end, it had seen better days. I'm guessing he will be. Cyprus beat San Marino. That well-known manager, San Marino. Cyprus beat San Marino 2-0 earlier. I don't think the Dutch are playing tonight. It's Malta, Finland, Poland, Lithuania, Romania, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Andorra, Latvia, England, Albania. Oh, if that had gone through for England, here come my Michael Owen impersonation. Who knows? But they clear it upfield, the Albanians. The moment, though, it's all England, as you would probably expect. Back to the goalkeeper who boots it upfield and into the England half. Very good header there. Just looking at Albania's recent games, they actually beat Ukraine 2-1 in the Nations League. They lost 1-0 to Georgia. and they lost 2-0 to Czechia, all in the Nations League, before beating Georgia in the returning game. Then drew with Czechia and lost to Ukraine. So they had a bit of a mixed group in mixed results in the Nations League, and they finished bottom of the group. 1-2, drew 1, goal difference of 4, but they did come bottom. Georgia got the same points, but had a better goal difference. Anyway, England come away. You've got to say, looking at this, I've kept saying it, I've said it many, many, many times, that England should be beating teams like this. Oh, Bellingham, lovely ball out to the back, to the far side there. Foden looking to see what he could do. Jones has got the ball now. And he's out for an Albanian throw. Slovenia, the head coach of Albania there, trying to get his point over to his team. In fact, I said it's black. It's probably more of a grey, the Albania. Oh, nearly fell nicely for Kane, but it was up and under clearance there. Very much, like that grey shirt that Leicester had all those years ago. Reminds me of that. I think we had a pink trim on that, though, didn't we? But Burn there. Lovely ball. Oh, can he keep it in? No, he can't. It's a lovely ball over the top there. But the England player on the far side just could not keep it in. I don't know if Albania are going to play for the draw. I mean, as Wayne said at the start, if they can come away with a 0-0, that would be like a win. Well, giving the ball away to England now. Midway in the Albanian half with Rice to Rashford. Bellingham's now got it. England just keeping hold of the ball here. Oh, Jones just couldn't get the ball through there. Bellingham here. Sorry, Lewis Skelly. Sorry, Lewis Skelly. What are your score predictions? Get them in the chat. A lovely ball into the... Oh, no, good headed clearance. Good defending there from Albania. Headed clearance to one of their own, who then chipped it back to the goalkeeper very coolly. Oh, Lewis Skelly there. That was a foul. It was taken quickly by England, but the referee blew his whistle, said he wasn't ready. Yeah, Albania, Ronald. Change your name there. Is that their away kit? Because obviously Bournemouth's home kit is striped. Bournemouth's home strip. Oh, nice turn. Bellingham. Rashford, plays it back in, but there's nobody there waiting for him. And it comes out for an England throw. Rashford played it behind everybody and he just went straight to a Albanian defender. Anyway, England take the throw in quickly, got it in the middle of the field there with Foden, plays it to the far side. It ends up back on the halfway line. Lewis Skelly. Interesting to see how Rashford's come on. Of course, his first pick since he moved to Villa. Rashford now. Oh, a lovely one too. Rice. Getting it. Oh, couldn't squeeze it through there, England, but they managed to win it back. Nice to see them not giving up on that. So 11 minutes gone. England 0, Albania 0. I've got to say at the moment, I don't know whether it's really majorly been in England's half, apart from like it is now, just a few feet for Lewis Skelly to get it. I mean, Pickford will be sat in his goal, probably reading a book in a deck chair at the moment. Oh, that said, given away there by England. Jones there giving it away, and it's the goalkeeper for Albania that presses it forward. Again, straight back from England half. Rashford now. Lovely through ball to Rashford. Plays it back to Bellingham. Rice. England have lost the momentum. Albania have got players back now. So lovely. I think it was Kane possibly that played it all the way through to Rashford. It was a lovely ball, and fair play to Rashford. I thought it had gone too far for him, but it hadn't. But the momentum's gone, but England's still coming forward now. So back four for Albania. They're defending in numbers. England are going to have to be patient to break them down. Foden. Jones keeps hold of the ball. Keeps hold of the ball. Gets it back to Walker. Oh, now Jones on the overlap. It's a lovely through ball to the byline. Jones ran with it. Managed to keep it in. And he got it back, but it doesn't quite work out for him. That was a good period of play from Curtis Jones. Oh, a lovely little chip back, but he didn't quite get it to Kane in the box. A good passage of play for England there. 0-0 still though. It's 0-0 everywhere tonight. 88% possession to England. I'm not surprised. So be careful that we don't just turn off and let Albania have a go at us. No shots at all yet. 14 minutes into the game, nobody's had any shots. 2 touches by England in the opposition half. None for Albania. Sorry, in the opposition box. So none for Albania in our box. I don't think we've had many touches actually even in our half. So up and under here in the Albanian defensive third. But England are just literally not letting Albania get out of their own half at the moment. It's good to see. Foden now. Chips into the box. Oh, headed clear though. England again having a bit of the Leicester disease. That last ball just not falling for them at the moment. I'm going to say at the moment it's a bit of a training match for England. England playing the 4-2-3-1, Leicester-like, and Albania's manager Silvino has gone for a 4-3-3. But at the moment, those three at the front aren't getting a lot of the ball. Here's Rashford now. Oh. Kane is through! Oh. Rashford thought he'd lost it then. I thought he'd lost it. Managed to keep hold of it. Probably got in each other's way. Managed to get it through to Kane. Kane got clipped there, but he didn't go down, and not enough for a penalty. And it just ran ahead of him and into the arms of the goalkeeper. Good play, though, by England. When they're not letting Albania off the hook. They're saying, like, you know, if you're going to lose the ball or you're going to risk... Oh, hang on. Breaking news here. Pickford has touched the ball. Pickford has touched the ball. Bit of excitement there for Rashford. Konza. Walker. Lewis Skelly on this near side with Byrne. Konza. The moment it's just the back four. Now it goes back to Pickford for his second touch. Yeah, he's having a good season, Harry Kane, obviously. Like I said with Wayne before, the first season at Bayern didn't go well for them. Take the boy out of Tottenham, but not Tottenham out the boy. But this season, my God, is he absolutely plastering it in the German Bundesliga. It's coming up to 20 minutes. Oh, nice turn from England. Lewis Skelly! 1-0! It's a goal! No, 19 minutes. What a debut for him. Lewis Skelly, 1-0 to England. Wow. How was it? I mean, would you have had a pound on that as the first goal scorer? I don't know.
Go! Back of the net.
Yeah, I know it's England and that's Leicester, but what a lovely move. It was a lovely through ball to Skelly between the goalkeeper's legs. Great ball through. God, watching the home team score I forgot what that was like. I really, really forgot what that was like. Great debut for the young man. James is in. Yeah, absolutely. Dream debut indeed. Paul at last experienced a goal on the watch-along. A goal to the home team. We've seen plenty of goals, just never for the team that we've been supporting. But Paul, yes, indeed. James, mate, how are you doing? You must be getting excited about your new stadium, mate. You really, really must. 87% possession to England. 1-0 up. Lewis Skelly. It was a ball through, assist from Bellingham, and I've got to say, what a through ball it was. If you're a player of whatever position you play in, you want a ball like that to be played through to you. I doubt it. Definitely. Thanks very much, James. Thanks very much. And Bellingham does what Bellingham does there. I mean, it was a lovely through ball. Yeah, I mean, they're just going on about the assist. So it's 1-0. I haven't got an England goal celebration. Maybe I should have. So 1-0 to England. 24 minutes gone. And I have to say, it's been... Oh, now can Albania... This is probably... Has this sprung Albania into life? They're actually running with the ball into our half. Kane won it back well there. There's nobody really there to help him out. Finally has to play it back. He was running forward with it, nobody there. Rashford running onto the ball, but it was too hard and it goes into the goalkeeper's hands. James, I've got to be honest with you. Foden, Rashford. Apart from that, I don't know why Foden is, because he's played awful for Man City. Rashford only just come back. Apart from that, Walker. I mean, I think if we were playing Serbia or we had got a Germany or Italy, Walker might not have started, but it's very much a case of let's not make any cock-ups too early. Now England, Albania are coming away. Good move here by Albania. Gets the ball across. Oh. Pickford Burns, who was going for it, decided, but it's out. And the first corner of the game goes to Albania. Oh, they're claiming a penalty. Oh, England nearly kept out. England need to concentrate. England nearly caught out then. Dan Burn coming to the rescue. Yeah, I mean, he was off. Yeah, he was offside anyway, the Albanian player, but we have to be careful. Wow, 51% of Albania's shots from outside of the box in the Nations League. Oh, that was a free kick. That was an obvious pull down. Didn't get a yellow card, but took one for the team. I see we've still got the stupid England flag that Nike have put on the back of the shirts. I thought our flag was red and white, not blue, pink, yellow, green, and any other colour. But then again, we've got to be, play up to the minority organisations, haven't we? Ball over, but it's too hard for anybody, and it'll go out for an Albanian goal kick. Yeah, kick off at 7, so we'll be here from 6:30 Monday night, and that is for the England Latvia game. And then you got the FA Cup quarterfinals next weekend. So half an hour gone. England 1, Albania 0, and I've got to say, absolutely bossing this. 83.5% possession for England, although they've only had the one shot. Albania have now registered some shots in the England box. A wayward ball then by, I think it was Lewis Skelly. I think the England player was doing a Leicester and waiting the ball to come to him rather than go for it and try and meet it. So throw in here, which the Albanian player finally makes his slow walk over to take. Gets the ball into the box, but it's cleared by the English defence. Offside there by Albania, so another free kick to England. Bellingham fouled there. The referee had to think about it. Now he's brought out a yellow card. I think the referee is saying 1, 2, 3, 4. He's pointing at a lot of them. So it was an accumulation. Don't think that necessarily was a yellow card on its own, but the captain there for Albania, Schmitti, number 6, gets a yellow card. So they got the first corner, they got the first yellow card as well. So England pretty much calmed the storm. Albania came out a little bit. Oh, Lewis Skelly there, just there, probably a little bit too laid back. Oh, lovely ball here by England. Down this left-hand side with Rashford again. Bellingham! Oh! That's a foul. That was a lovely move again. Bellingham had to cut the ball across. Let's have a look at this one. Bellingham. Oh, no, he tried to poke it past the goalkeeper. Yeah, I think a lift might have been ideal. Yeah, you said that before, Ronald. I agree. I think they're mixing the women and the men's up together, though, so they got some goals to show. So England I think they're just taking the time. They've eased it down a little bit. There's no need to. I don't think this at the moment. This Albanian side. Oh, England. Foden. I think they're just trying to do a little bit too much at the moment, England. They're trying to walk it into the box. And but now Albania on the breakaway down this near side. Albania kicking from left to right. Oh, lovely ball all the way through. Good run there from the Albanian striker. But Pickford quickly off his line and easily had it covered. But England need to... They're almost getting in each other's way. Again, there's a try in Albania down this near side, but it was too hard and it went out. 36 minutes gone. I have to say, not the most exciting of games. 3 shots for England, 2 of which were on target, 1 of which obviously went in the back of the net. Just the 1 shot for Albania, none on target at the moment. I think when it's a game like this where you expect the team to win, it's not as exciting. Of course, no Grealish in the squad. Albania, a little bit of neat footwork there. Number 9 for Albania, running the ball all the way to the halfway line. Now he plays it across. Now they did lose it, but it's they've got it back, but it goes back. They're holding on to the ball pretty much better, Albania, and they get a throw in. So, England, nearly said Leicester then. England coming away. Yeah, you're probably right, James. Although the 4-2-3-1 is a formation that a lot of teams actually use in the Premier League. I think the thing, obviously, look, it's the first game, we're at home. It's about not losing and not embarrassing ourselves and not slipping up on a banana skin. That's what it's all about. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, that's a nice ball from Walker. Bellingham! Oh, Kane! Oh, nearly 2-0 there. Oh. How did Kane miss that? It's a lovely ball. It's a corner. Rice with the corner. What is that Albanian wanker doing? I mean, he's laying into Kane and then complaining. Oh. I mean, you know, what was the Albanian player there? He did, James. He did. Hey, we did. We have done in the past, Ronald. We have done in the past. Oh! Dan Burn there. That was that would have been superb for Dan Burn. Oh, it was it was a great header. There's another corner. Now, Walker, excellent defending there because it was a breakaway from Albania. I don't know, Blue Fox. I mean, all they were doing was, well, it was the defending, yeah, with the corner, but what a bunch of wankers the defenders are. They were just leaning into Kane and then complaining. Albania, space here on this near side. England getting players back now, though. Indeed, Ronald, indeed. But the Albanians defending like were wrestling like the powder puff girls. Look, he's stopping me. I'm pushing against him, and he's stopping me, Mr. Referee. Look. Oh, Albania now with a shot. They finally have a shot. Another shot, Albania. It's a goal kick. This referee's a good referee. I don't think it was a corner. I mean, the England defender went in, but I don't think it touched him. And he has a go at the referee, and the referee puts him in his place. So England just got a minute or so just to hold on here. If there is any stoppage time, of course. And there it is. No time added on whatsoever. And it does finish 1-0 to England at half-time. I'm just going to go off and water the plants, and I'll be back with Wayne in a few minutes, and we will be talking England. 1-0 to England, World Cup qualifier.
This is the Leicester Till I Die Watch Along Show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
I will love it if we beat them. Love it.
Well, it's all going to plan so far. You on mute? There you go.
It is going to plan, Chris. Score 1 in the first half, and then score 10 in the second half.
But look, I guess we always knew. I know I went, 4 or 5, but I guess we always knew that Albania were going to come and sort of sit back, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. What's interesting in the sort of pre-match lead, just after leading to kick-off, the commentators were saying Tuchel said in the summer England were too timid, too frightened, and he said he promised excitement, intensity, and entertainment. Chris,
did we get any of that? Do you think?
I think we tried. When you've got low block teams, you've either got to pass and move, or you've just got to. I mean, the goal was a brilliant goal, but it's just difficult to break teams down, isn't it? Yeah.
It is. I mean, Ronald said there, Spain, Brazil, Argentina are going to be spoiling themselves watching that first half performance. Not. But look, if we're playing any of those teams, we would have seen a different Leicester, a different England, because they allow you to play.
Yeah, definitely. You get a team sitting back in the final third of the field. Most teams will find it difficult. You watch Spain sometimes against these sides, and they're passing it around really quick. I mean, really rapidly. but they still can't break them down. Sometimes they have some tight games, even a team like Spain.
Yes, no, totally. Look, what a debut for Lewis Skelly.
Yeah, brilliant. And how old is he, Chris? How old is that young man?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I'll let you answer that.
18 years old.
18.
18.
He took it, just showing it again there now. Took it. I mean, let's be honest with you, Harry Kane, Jamie Vardy, any of those would have been happy with that finish.
Yeah, took it really well. I mean, that ball from Bellingham.
Well, let's give Bellingham some praise. What a wonderful ball.
Slide rule, beautiful pass, Madison-esque. Turned his play off, saw the possible run, played that ball through beautifully, and it's just a brilliant goal.
Oh God, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was on 21 minutes. Albania, look, they kind of came to life after that, because look, when you go 1-0 down, you've got to, if you don't come to life, then you're in trouble. But like you, I mean,
on 44 minutes, Chris. Albania, did you see that? That guy was determined to have a shot at Pickford.
Yes. Yeah, well, Pickford, let's be honest with you, he'd been having his sandwiches in a deck chair, hadn't he? Up until that point. I mean, there was nothing that Albania really have threatened us with. I mean, look, all right, let me just give you the stats. 78.6% possession to England, 6 shots to their 2, 3 on target to their none, 16 touches in their box. Albania managed 3 in the end. And I just think, like, this is, well, I don't know, I'm disappointed in Albania.
Yeah, I think the trouble is when you sit right back, it's then difficult to get. That's what we've done. Then we've sat too deep, and then Vardy's isolated, and we can't build any attacks. And that's the same as Albania. That's why I think they got a head rush when they got near our box, didn't they?
Yes, yeah. And Dan Burn, the man of the moment, he hit the post from a corner. I mean, that would have been another fairy tale.
Yeah, and to be honest, I mean, 6'7" is in Dan Burn. And there was the first corner where you saw them playing games of chess where they line up against each other and they try and shield them. And 2 corners, it just the header went over and then tipped over by the keeper. And then the other corner nearly scored. So that's encouraging for us in the future, actually, because we were talking in the pub yesterday, and those kind of Wes Morgan, Huth, Steve Bruce, Pallister, where the defenders go up and score from corners. It rarely happens these days, does it?
No, you're right, especially if you've got Vestergaard and Faith in your back line. Sorry, I promise
leave Leicester alone. Let's not get depressed.
Do you think, I mean, I put a note here, it's 25 years, surprisingly, that I think the commentator said 25 years since England have lost a World Cup qualifier at Wembley.
Yeah, we've got a really good record, and that's the thing with like Southgate, for instance. We always qualify well. We just fall down in the final few stages, really.
And is that because the groups are too easy?
Yeah, I mean, this is a very easy group, isn't it? Like they said, I mean, if Tuchel's going to have 2 games, then the first 2 games we've got against Albania, who's the other team, at home.
Latvia.
Latvia, I mean, what a dream start as a manager.
Yes, yeah. And we had 2 shots that were blocked. There was one there that came in. Bellingham, diving header, thought he'd scored. Came off the goalkeeper. Kane, I mean, it was a good stop by the Albanian defender in the end. But they are playing a lot of players at the back. Like you say, they're defending in numbers. But I put a note here. England getting in each other's way in the final third.
Yeah, I do think. What's that? Liverpool midfield. I think they're playing well and they're linking together, but it's just you've got to do that penetrative. You've got to have somebody push through the middle, and that's where maybe someone like a Grealish or, you know, a ball dribbler might be better. Bellingham's trying, but sometimes Kane's
isn't even in the squad, is he?
No, I mean, I have one thing I'm gutted about is the lack of what's his name? Gibbs White. I do think Gibbs White should have been in the England squad because he's one of the best informed midfielders in the Prem. But it's difficult when you play against teams that sit right back.
Yeah. I just think, though, it's like, I mean, don't get me wrong, Rashford down the left and Walker down the right, they are getting the space and getting the crosses in. But when it's in that centre bit, I say one England player seems to be getting under the feet of another England player.
Yeah, and maybe that's something they'll work at, you know, whether they get connected together, because it's not playing week in, week out together, are they? A bit of a training camp is different to week in, week out. So it's going to be interesting to see whether it can build the connections.
Yes, yeah. And I mean, you would hope that the second game that we play in 3 days after this one would actually be better, because they'd be a little bit more used to them. Depends how many changes he makes, I guess. But it has very much got like a training game feel about it, hasn't it?
Yeah, and really the first few games, it's all right being on the training camp, but it's first few games where you see people, how they, you know, do they make connections? Does somebody get that the player's going to make a run on the outside? And we've got the intelligence to play the football. It's whether we can sort of get the moves going and get 3 or 4 people playing together. Yeah. Okay,
I want to ask you about the 2 players that we questioned at the start, and that was Foden and Rashford. What are your thoughts on them? I thought, to be fair, they've both had very good first halves.
Yeah, I think they played really well, to be honest. I mean, normally in games like this, it becomes more open as the game goes on, doesn't it? So the set-off, they're very organised, and then it's whether they can, like a team like Spain will move the ball around that fast, eventually they'll wear them down. And it's whether England can do the same, isn't it? Because that's what you want. You want quick football. And that, what do you say? He wants players to express themselves.
Mm. I mean, Foden he's been involved a lot, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's a very intelligent player. He's a really skillful player. Did he win the Young Footballer of the Year as well?
Probably, yeah. I mean, he has had a very quick rise, but he does seem to have stood still since.
Yeah, I think Man City, I'm not a fan of, as you know, of Pep's football. I think Grealish, he's completely spoiled Grealish. I mean, what the hell's happened with that guy? One of the most feared attackers, wingers in the Prem, and he's gone there and his form's rubbish. So hopefully, you know, if Tuchel says he wants people playing in the positions he used to, playing exciting football, let's hope he comes through on his word and these players can play. Yeah, Foden, if he gets a chance, is a world-class player.
Yeah. Well, let's hope for more of the same. I don't know whether there will be. Lorraine's gone there for a 4-1. I can't see Albania scoring, to be honest with you.
No, especially, you know what's the kiss of death, Chris? Their manager has got a turtleneck on.
Oh, well.
I was looking around for a brown paper bag to breathe into.
Can I just say, though, how's the book coming along? The Ruud van Nistelrooy from player to manager.
Oh, dear. We were talking with a Man U fan in the pub yesterday, actually, and he was talking about Ruud van Nistelrooy and Man United. I told him about the book and that. I've not started it yet, Chris. I don't. If he goes on to the next club and, you know, does well, I might read it. But
was it family that bought it, you though? Was it Christmas? Wasn't it? Did they not ask you? Have you started that book yet?
No, that's the worst thing I ever did. Let you know, I've got the Ruud van Nistelrooy book.
It is, and we're going to ask you. I want quotes from that. I'm going to be testing you.
Because you call him a Billy bullshitter, and that's a bullshit title, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Visionary coach.
But you did say it was holding a door open for you.
Yeah.
But the players are coming out. Thanks very much, Wade. I will see you at full time. Let's hope there's a bit more action. All I can hope for the second half, Albania, look, they're not going to settle for 1-0. They've got to at least put an effort in, and it might just give us some space at the back.
Yeah, hopefully, Chris. Let's hope. Let's have a goal fest, Chris. We need some.
We do. I haven't got an England celebration, but I was able to play the Leicester celebration in lieu of us actually winning a goal with Liverpool scoring a goal. But thanks very much, mate, and I will see you at full time.
Cheers, bud.
Cheers, buddy. Take care. So, just get my bra out. Here we go. The headphones on. Players are coming back out onto the pitch. Anthony Barry, who was with Thomas Tuchel at Chelsea as is his assistant manager here. I mean, I've got to say, I do think Thomas Tuchel actually being treated the way he was by Chelsea was disgusting, because he basically kept that club running when they got rid of Abramovich. At the moment, it's all one-way traffic. Like I say, 78.7% possession. England are going to be kicking off, and England are going to be kicking left to right. As usual, all the complimentary boxed seats are all empty. And Lee Dixon's pretty much in agreement with me. They ain't going to get themselves back in this game. But there is no half-time substitutions from either side. I mean, Albania won't be too worried at this stage. Only 1-0 down. Could have been more, of course. It always can be more. So, England in their all-white kit. Albania, like it's all grey, dark grey with a bit of a with red trimming on it. Dan Burns, well, whether he caught him in the face or not. Let's have a look. Oh, he did. Yeah. Dan Burns' leg caught him on the jaw there. Very lucky not to get a booking for that. What did they used to be called? Prawn Sandwich Brigade. Not complimentary seats. What is it? There's a name for them. I can't think what it is. Promotional seats? I don't know. There is a word for them. But yeah, the Prawn Sandwich Brigade. So free kick here to Albania. Into the box. Or headed away. Was that Dan Burn? But it's still with Albania. They're coming back, heading back at the box. Gets the chip in. Oh, headed away. The moment England are struggling to get it away. Now they can do, though. Oh, Foden gets the ball. More by luck than judgment, I think. There's an overlap coming. Oh, and it was a poor pass. He had the overlap going down the right, but he didn't use him. England, well done to this. This referee's having a good game. He's not blowing every 2 minutes, despite the Albanian going down. I think he fell on his hand. I don't think anybody stood on his hand. So England get the drop ball. Back into the centre circle. Switch it from one side to the other. So, Lewis Skelly. Oh. Still, those seats aren't filling up. So they're just saying then that Foden's being played on the right and he prefers to play more in the middle. So I thought Tuchel was going to play players where they should be played and want to play. How long did that last? Free kick to England. I think it was Rashford that was taken down. It could have been Lewis Skelly, actually. He's a big bugger, that Dan Burn, isn't he? No, they're not, Ronald. What's the name for those seats, Ronald? Konza tried to get on the end of it. Dan Burn being pulled out all over the place. He's out of position now. We'll have to run to get back. Oh, good defending by England. Hello, Tom. Corporate, that's it, Ronald. Corporate. Oh my God, that was driving me mad. Thank you. You saved me a bit. I'd have been up all night thinking of that. I need to get a life, don't I? Thanks a lot, Tom. Appreciate your kind words. I do feel like, say, England is very much, it's like a training game. I think James said it earlier, didn't he? It's just a case of when they are getting used to just check the other scores, actually. It's Malta 0, Finland 1, Poland 0, Lithuania 0. Lithuania doing well there, I've got to say. Cyprus 2, San Marino 0. That's a full time from earlier. Romania 0, Bosnia-Herzegovina 1. A bit of a local derby there. Andorra 0, Latvia 0. That's obviously from our group. And England 1, obviously Albania 0, as well, as you very well know. Of all time or at the moment? Because at the moment it's Bellingham. Oh, Walker. Oh, he did draft. Well, Mr. Referee. I got to say, he's having a good game, the ref. Oh. It's a. I mean, that's a long. Yeah, that's a long time for me to choose somebody from. I've got to be honest with you, at my age. I'm going to say probably of all time, Paul Gascoigne. Very, very closely run by Sir Geoff Hurst, who's doing a tour at the moment. Last Man Standing is his tour. And, of course, he is the last man standing from the 66 World Cup team. Is that a throw-in or a free kick? It's a throw-in to England on this near side. I forget you're Scottish, James. Fair point, though. Yeah, fair point. And you got a good win last night, of course. Was it 1-0? So it's still 1-0. Not a goal fest in the World Cup qualifiers tonight. Albania fans, there's a lot of them there. I've got to say, fair play to them. Risky pass there from Pickford, but we get away with it. He gets it back. Throw into England. A week on Wednesday. We are away at Manchester City. Not this coming Wednesday, the week after. So a week on Wednesday. Away at Manchester City. did we do in the Nations League? Because we got relegated. Did we get back up again? England breaking away now. Rashford, he loses the ball. Bellingham still got it though. Is it into Kane? Oh! Bellingham got the cross into Kane. But two England players in build-up, getting into each other's way. Cheers, James. Thank you, Tom. Now, here we go, because Albania do have to come forward. Jones. A lovely breakaway from England there. Jones just couldn't quite get the ball over into the box. So a lovely breakaway. And that's what England are going to have to do. Because we're going to have to wait for Albania to attack us, then try and hit us on the break, which we can. So we're back into Group A, James. And or Tier A, whatever it's called. And what tier is Scotland in now? That was about the most exciting part of the game there. I must admit, with the Nations League, I prefer it to these absolutely useless. All right, Tom, all the best, mate. Thanks for popping in. Take care. Maybe see you again soon, hopefully. But all the best, mate. Have a great weekend. The Nations League, like I say, I think these stupid friendlies, when we play teams like San Marino's and Liechtenstein's, when they're just friendlies, complete waste of time. That was unlucky. Another good move by England. And I got quite, but I suppose the fact that Leicester are, I'll see you then, Tom, for the next game. I think the fact that Leicester are playing so badly has kind of rekindled my interest in England. This hasn't been the most exciting games, but like Wayne said right at the start, you're not going to get many games these days where you go out and you put, 8, 9, 10 past players. So Albania are about to make a substitution. I've got to say, I know it's one. You can. Bellingham kept that in brilliantly. Now he's running into the box, but it's good defending. Oh no, it was wasn't it? It was Rashford there. 63 minutes then, the substitution. Gets a hand from the Albanian fans. It's very, very, very comfortable. 75% possession to England, 8 shots to Albania's 3. Albania still not had a shot on target. Pickford will probably be thinking, yeah, please give me games like this all the time. "26 touches in the Albanian box England have had, 4 they've had in our box." Oh, Foden took that ball here on the right. He's quite isolated on the right there. Of course, what we have with England, what a lot of the time happens is that it's 1-0 till about the 75th minute, and then we get 2 or 3 at the end when the opposition is a little bit tired, maybe. Oh, Skelly. Oh, Bellingham. He lovely ball through there from Lewis Skelly, but Bellingham, it was under his feet. But again, another England player in his way. I'm going to say, James, you won't be bothered, will you? Pickford will be coming back to Everton, not having raised a sweat. Oh, Dan Burn almost pulling his shirt back there of the attacker, but he did enough to put him off, and it just ran into Pickford's arms. James, Nations League then. So are England now in Tier A, and where are Scotland? It's out of interest. You were in Tier A, weren't you? "32, Dan Burn." Mate, I got a picture here. Don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. Just above Gascoigne there is Sir Geoff Hurst signed framed picture. There. I went along for an evening with Geoff Hurst. Now, obviously, a lot of it was West Ham, because he's obviously he was a West Ham player. Still the only man, I believe, to score a hat trick in a World Cup final. What a lovely gentleman. What a lovely gentleman. A lot of the time when you go up and you have your picture taken with them, they shake your hand, they say nothing. He was engaging. Latvia have taken the lead against Andorra. So it's Andorra 0, Latvia 1. So joint top with us at the moment. So a couple of substitutes getting ready for England here. Say for Leicester. Gordon and Bowen. All I will say, I mean, I know he does a lot down on the south coast because he lives down here, but I don't know where he goes. I went to see him. I'm like, watching this man and having my picture taken with him, and so friendly and so chatty. Just while you're having your picture taken with him, cracking a joke. Now Albania on the break here. Oh, good defending by England. I see. Right, James. I didn't realize. So if you finish third, then you have to play off the second. Oh man, that's extra games. Surely, if you finish third, you should just stay up. Should you not? One up, one down when you got groups of 4. I don't know. It's ridiculous. Well, got to be careful there, England. It was good defending. I think it was Konza that did the defending. Not sure. Could have been Byrne. Yeah. You could. That's what West Ham fans keep reminding me. Skelly now on the far side. Equal with the penalty box. Kane. Foden now. Oh, we're going to see Foden. Oh, the goalkeeper dropped it there. Bellingham making his presence felt on the goalkeeper. Bellingham's got it again. He's making himself a nuisance with the goalkeeper, forced the Albanian goalkeeper into making a mistake. I mean, you could say Leicester City won the FA Cup, won the World Cup for us, couldn't you, Ronald? I'm thinking Rashford and Foden off. I don't know, with Bowen and Gordon coming on. The third substitution coming as well. Oh, Bellingham here. Oh, couldn't quite get past the Albanian defender who just stuck his foot out the way. England still can't make these substitutions. "71 minutes now." Banks of England. We should have a statue to him. Why is the statue outside Stokes ground and not ours? Albania! Oh, what excellent defending. Konza was great, doing great defensive work there for England. So they tried to get the substitutes at 67 minutes. It's now 72. Oh, back heel there for Bellingham. He just couldn't quite get his foot through it, though, and it hit again. So many defenders back for Albania. Corner. Now can the substitutions be made for England? Yeah, here come the substitutions, finally. So Gordon is on. Bowen is on. And Rogers is on, I believe. So Rogers is on for Jones. Gordon is on for Rashford. And Bowen is on for Foden. So I was actually quite right. I got the two there. Oh, that was excellent defending by Konza. Got a smile on his face and gets approval from Jordan Pickford there. 75 minutes gone. The goalkeeper down here for Albania. You're going to have to see some stoppage time at the end of this half. And now Albania are going to make some substitutions as well. So the corner, it's a bit more open, not the usual handbags in there. 75 minutes gone. Now the handbags are coming out. Bellingham got the header back. Ends up all the way back to Pickford. What's like watching Leicester. England just can't get this second at the moment. They are defending, though. They are defending so deep in numbers, Albania. So just to update you on the scores. Malta 0, Finland 1. Poland 0, Lithuania 0. Earlier today, Cyprus 2, San Marino. It's a goal! Kane! He scored! Of course it would. Great, what a goal. That's put it to bed. That's put it to bed, surely. Kane does what Kane does and puts the ball in the back of the net. He's worked hard for his goal this evening. Oh, lovely chip into the box. Kane totally took it down beautifully. Beautifully. Two 0 it is. And it was a Rice with the assist. So, are we all over? Is that all over, do you think? Yeah. Clinical as always. Look, Harry Kane, one of those players, when he's playing against you, of course you don't like him. When he's playing for England, you love him. What did I say? Goals would come after 75 minutes. Did I not say that? Did I not say that? Takes us to the back of the top, back to the top of the group. I think they might have to change the goalkeeper here. He's really struggling here. He was down earlier and he's gone down again. I hope he's all right. Kane, our talisman, clinical as usual. Totally. Like you say, I hated him when he played for Tottenham. Another England substitution coming up here. But absolutely love him when he plays for England. Poland are gone 1-0 up. It's taken them 83 minutes. But Poland are gone 1-0 up against Lithuania. Everything else remains the same, obviously, apart from England, who are now 2-0 up. Lewis Skelly, what a start for him. Kane, oh my God, that was just... I sometimes think Kane doesn't get the praise for his touches. So Henderson's going to come on. So I'm not sure what is going to happen here with the Albanian goalkeeper. I think they're going to replace. He's up, but they're not ready to replace him. So they're making a hash of this. So why, if they're going to make the substitution, why isn't the goalkeeper getting ready to walk off, or going over to that side? Having said that, he is walking off now behind the goal. Fair play to him. Henderson is on for Rice. Oh, just saying there, which you probably heard yourself, he had to be convinced to play Henderson. Can Henderson now prove that his worth? Ronald, I'm trying to think. I didn't know you were a Tottenham fan, but of course, no, he did play for Leicester for a while. He didn't really get much of a chance, did he? He really didn't. It's out, and it's a throw in to England just inside Albanian half on the near side. You got me confused then for a minute, Ronald. I'm not going to deny it. 83 minutes. Group C, Malta 0, Finland 1, Poland 1, Lithuania 0. Group H, earlier, Cyprus 2, San Marino 0. That's a full time. Romania 0, Bosnia-Herzegovina 1. Group K, Andorra 0, Latvia 1. England 2, Albania 0, as you are watching here. Throw into England again. Right in the corner. Well, not right in the corner, but past the penalty line. Walker had a bad game. Hey, Prashant, how you doing? I forgot to play the well, it's a Leicester celebration, isn't it? So, but I played it for the first time just because I haven't played it for so long. Prashant, what are you doing? It's all right, mate. It's England. I forgive you. Been a very, very easy game. The draw for me, the draw is out on Henderson, but look, all you can do is win your games, and at the moment he's winning the games. Into the last 6 minutes of normal time. Obviously, there will be with this one some stoppage time. These substitutions have been like for like, to be honest with you. But then again, we've been, you know, we've this has been an easy first game for Tuchel. I don't think Tuchel will be too disappointed. I think he'll be quite happy. We've avoided the potential banana skin. And like I say, Albania, I said 4-0, 4-5-0, but I think Albania are better than that. Look, they qualified for the Euros for the first time in their history last year. Oh, referee's had a decent game. He's one of the better referees, I think, internationally. You just really got to see this game out. Like I say, I can't see this Albanian side doing anything to really worry us in these last few minutes. Oh, it was a good dribbling run there by England. Can England get a third? Not really well. I was unlucky. He tried to play. Oh, through ball. Now the referee going to play advantage there, but it really wasn't going anywhere. Final change coming for England. Lewis Skelly is off. I think he's there for that was his parents probably watching him, taking him off early so he can get a round of applause for his goal. And James is on. Five minutes. Do you remember when we had an injury time? Oh, I might have to bring injury time back. Because it's not called injury time anymore. It's called stoppage time. Well, it's a win. Like I say, it's avoiding a potential upset. So shouldn't be too disappointed. You know, Albania probably knew they were going to struggle to win this, so they've come and they've tried to what's the word I'm looking for? They've tried to sort of suffocate us, if you like. I think Albania have certainly played a game where they've thought more about holding on to not letting us score too many goals rather than sort of trying to actually have a go at winning it. A couple of times they broke away, but nothing exciting. Pickford comes out and with the head to her chest. Oh, offside. Otherwise, he might have got an assist there. Pickford. Jeff Hurst. Talking about Jeff Hurst, he is there in the crowd tonight watching. So he should be. Yeah, I mean, I think at 2-0 with 2 minutes of stoppage time left, Ronald, I think you are going to get those empty seats, aren't you? just literally just playing out for time now. Well, they're going to go for the third. If Bellingham can get the cross in, he's got 2 players on him. He's having to come back. Still time, I guess, for a third. If we're going forward, he won't blow his whistle, but at the moment we're just back and sideways. 50 seconds left. Yeah, maybe Foden had question about that, Paul, but yeah, Prashant, it's nice when your family are there. Oh, wasted by England, and that was probably the last chance they'll have. To throw in. Gordon is down. The game is out. It's all over. England 2-0. We'll be going back in 2 seconds with the full-time assessment with myself and Wayne. And we'll be talking about the 2-0 victory and how it went. Just going to go and water the plants, and we'll be back in a few minutes with the post-match reaction. Well, 2-0. Wayne, I said more goals would come after the 75th minute because that's what England usually do. We usually get 2 or 3 at the end. We only got the one. Kane got his usual goal. As Blue Fox said there, not the most exciting game, but clinical job done. Banana skin avoided, and Tuchel gets off to a winning start. You're on mute again.
I don't know. We're top of the group as well, Chris. It's very.
I know. As Donald Trump would say, end it now.
End it now.
Yeah. It was. We did what we needed to, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. I mean, the positives out of this, Lewis Skelly. I like how Tuchel pushed him forward out, so he went to a back 3 and he pushed Lewis Skelly up a bit. You know, which is tactically very good. And Kane is he's an excellent passer with the ball, isn't he, Harry Kane?
I'm just going to bring up a point here. After he scored his goal, which, let's be honest with you, he's always going to score a goal. Hate him when he played for Tottenham, love him when he plays for England. I've written down here, Kane doesn't always get the praise for other things than goals. When that ball came in from Rice, sorry, just spitting through that here. When that ball was chipped in by Rice, the way Kane took it and controlled it, waited for the Albanian to commit himself, and then put the ball away. I mean, it was a pleasure to watch.
That was beautiful. Like I said, if it had hit it first time, it would have hit. But it's like a lot of players that finish to curl the ball into the corner with the defender in front of them, so the keeper can't see it. And Kane did that beautifully. And when you saw it in slow motion, it looked fantastic, didn't it?
It absolutely. And as I say, I don't think sometimes. I mean, he said at the start that he sometimes felt he was being taken for granted for England. Look, he's our number one goal scorer. Like I say, you got to love him when he pulls on the white of England, but he has got wonderful touches, to be honest with you. Again, look, Lewis Skelly took his goal well, Kane took his goal well, but the 2 assists for both those goals were beautiful, weren't they? Bellingham's through ball and Rice's chip. Although I thought very often I would say, well, you never have Rice with chips. It's either or, isn't it? Hey! Boom! Thank you. I'll write that one down. I like that.
Yeah. Say that one for later, yeah.
Yeah.
That one's an every now and again, isn't it, Chris?
It is. I can't use it all the time. But you know what I mean? Both assists were brilliant, were lovely touches.
Yeah, they played. I mean, Walker had the ball out wide, and he was like, you could see him gesturing to Rice quick. And he gestured, passed the ball through the defenders. Rice got it, took one look up, played a perfect. Yeah, so it does show you we've got the players that, if given the opportunity, they can score goals and create in the final third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
in the box, he's just so intelligent.
Yeah.
He's like, that's what I say about the best strikers. The best strikers, they don't panic. They're able to choose in the key moments the right things to do. And that's what Kane does, doesn't it?
Totally. Heafy says there, Chuckle Brother football. You can say that, but is that just not a passing game?
Yeah, and to be honest, I mean, when they brought Brozier on, who's like playing for Everton on loan from Chelsea, he really did well for them.
Yes.
And he just sort of helped them get back into the game, and they were able to then sort of have a bit more of the ball when we had less of the ball. But they just defended really well, and like they said in commentary, that manager rarely loses by 3-4 goals. They're always quite tight games that they're playing, even against like the Czech Republic. Yeah,
totally. Just to run through the other group matches today. Group G, Malta 0, Finland 1. Poland 1, left it late against Lithuania 0. Group H, earlier on today, Cyprus 2, San Marino 0, Romania 0, Bosnia-Herzegovina 1. Maybe that was a bit of a surprise. Andorra in our group, Group K, Andorra 0, Latvia 1. Andorra starting off as the mean to go on, possibly. England 2, Albania 0. Like I say, it was pretty much a training match, but like I say, these games can come back and bite you on the arse if you're not careful.
Yeah, they can, and it's interesting. So he brought, I mean, the 3 subs. I do like the fact that he tried to bring the subs on early. What was interesting was I made a note: substitutions, 67 minutes, but it took about 6 minutes for them to get on.
It did. 67 minutes he started, 73 minutes they came on. The ball would just not go out.
So if you're waiting to get on, you're going to be like frothing at the mouth, aren't you?
But the thing is, nobody's going to play the ball out in case they're one of the ones that are taken off. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, substitutions, no change, because every substitution he made was like for like.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I mean, I do prefer Bowen to Foden. Really had an ineffective game again. You know, he just cuts inside. I do like Bowen because Bowen's more an out. So if Bowen gets the ball in the same position that Foden did, he will try and break through the lines and either get to the byline and get the ball across, or cut in and have a shot. So, yeah, I think Foden was ineffective again.
But do you not think we made the point pre-game that Tuchel was square pegs, square holes, and you know he's going to play players where they're best, or they've preferred to play. Foden's not a winger, is he?
No, he's not. But he was playing quite. He wasn't hugging the touchline like Rashford was. I think he was more on the corner of the 18-yard box, and I just think he is more of an inside righty kind of player. And I don't. When he plays him on the wing, he's not effective. Definitely. But then Bowen comes on, who is a winger, but Bowen's played up front, I think, for West Ham. So he's more direct when he gets around the box.
I certainly, if I was picking a Foden again for Monday night, I certainly would not have him on the wing. I would have him as definitely in the centre at midfield. I mean, it literally, when he went up from 2 to 3 substitutions, we were waiting for that long for them to come in.
Yeah.
I could say job done. Team performance, it wasn't the most exciting, but like you say, they're a hard team to break down, weren't they?
They are, and I think 2-3-0 was probably what I expected. They did that. They had a good run out. You could see how everybody worked. It's surprising how he brought Henderson on, wasn't it? Who kind of did he go to the Saudi League or China? Then he
went to Saudi Arabia, and then he's gone to Ajax, the first Ajax player to play for England. But apparently,
he said that he's not played much for Ajax, even with injuries. So
no, but he said, and you probably heard it as well. They were saying in the commentary that Tuchel wasn't going to pick him. But every time he spoke to players, they were talking about Henderson. And then he rang him and he thought, I've got to have this player in. Don't think he did much when he came on, but in fairness, he didn't really have long, did he? He only had 10. So I think, to be honest with you, for me, I've given them a 7.
Yeah, I'd say 6.5, 7. Don't do else, do we?
They did what they needed to do. Yeah. You know, like you say, and Albania have not lost by more than 2 or 3 goals in a lot of their. In fact, they qualified. I think they beat Italy twice. I think when they qualified the Euros. Can you pick a man of the match?
Oh dear! For me, it's between Kane and Lewis Skelly. To be honest, I mean, what a debut for England, and he really looks comfortable. He left back, but he looks like he can play as a number 8, number 10. He's a very intelligent footballer, and that holds good promise for the future. So I'd say for his age, Lewis Skelly. Yeah, just
Lewis
push.
Skelly. I'm not going for either of those two. I'm going for a more obvious one, although I think Lewis Skelly had an amazing debut, and I understand why you've gone for him, and I think he's probably got the TV man of the match. I've actually gone for Bellingham because I think he tried to create. He didn't always come off, but he just tried to create a lot of things, and he did seem to be. If anything good was happening, he was there or thereabouts. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he set the first goal up, didn't he?
Yeah,
that beautiful pass. And even sometimes when he was on the edge of the box trying to get, he saw like that Bowen was loose at the back. But sometimes they were having 2 or 3 players on Bellingham, weren't they? They were closing him down.
That was the problem. And occasionally there was a couple of England players running into each other. I've got to say, it was. I was taken back to watching Leicester when we had a corner and it all went back all the way back to Pickford. Yes, there we go. Leicester's back. But look, as I say, we're top of the group, 3 points. Latvia's 3 points. Serbia's not played yet. Albania are bottom because they're on -2. We're on top because we're on +2. Bring on the Latvians. That's what I say.
Yes. And isn't it nice, Chris, to have like 2 goals for and a clean sheet?
Clean sheet, honestly. Yes. I tell you what, we have that many clean sheets. I don't know if you saw that that post I put up on Facebook and Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, with the new shirt sponsor, and it was Andrex. Because we don't have any clean sheets. Hey. Boom. But no, it was good to see some goals. It was good to see. But then again, let's be honest with you, Jordan Pickford will probably not have an easier game in in this qualifying group.
Yeah, but I mean, some games like this in the past, Chris, have been really turgid, haven't they? You know, I wouldn't say. I mean, they're well organised, but I would say that was a positive game because some games in the past against teams like this have been absolutely awful.
Yes, yeah. I think the problem is, I think what I miss with these qualifiers is the excitement, because Lee Dixon, who was the co-commentator on the TV, was saying that there's no way England won't get out of this group, and you would hope not. But then when you've got that, where's the excitement?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose as a manager just taking over, you've got to get a victory on the first game. You've got to.
You do. I agree. But the whole that's what I was going back earlier about the whole qualifying process. Do you remember years ago we had to go to Italy and get a point, and it was Paul Ince was in the team and what have you, and we went, and we were interviewing players afterwards, and there was blood streaming down, and we got a draw, got the point, which meant we qualified. And we were playing Italy in our group because there was none of this bloody seeding. To me, like I said before, whether you agree with what I say or not, but qualifiers are just so boring, as are the group games at the World Cups and the Euros.
Yeah, they are. The only sort of difference to that was when Georgia played. There's a couple of teams in that Euros that Georgia came out and they really gave it a good go. And although they went out, everyone was really excited. We're all raving for Georgia, saying, yeah, they're really it's great to see a side come out and really have a go in qualifying. Yeah.
All right. I mean, just very quickly, I'll end on this. I said at the start they should have separate groups where you've got the Albanias, the Liechtensteins, the Gibraltar, San Marinos, etc. All right. If you don't do that, why not just put all the balls into one bag and see how they come out? So you could end up with England, Germany in the same group, or Netherlands and France in the same group, because it doesn't matter. You're not seeded.
That's a great idea if it wasn't for the financial implications of, because they want all the big teams at the tournament stage, don't they? They do, but
if you go and say, like, all right, BBC ITV, there is not a game that they do not cover. If Haiti were playing Jamaica in the World Cup, a channel would be covering it.
Yeah.
And you know what they're doing? You know, like with the Premier League, Leicester play Southampton. It would probably be the most boring game ever in this season. You know,
That's harsh, Chris. That's harsh.
No, but true. But what I'm saying is, Sky, as part of their agreement, have to cover so many games. Now, ITV, BBC, they don't just have one channel anymore. ITV have got ITV1, ITV2, ITV3, ITV4, ITVB, whatever it is. The BBC have got the BBC1, BBC2, BBC3, and BBC4. If it's a game where it's, let's say, for example, Albania versus Andorra, right, in either the qualifiers or whatever. Oh, no, not in the qualifiers, because they're not going to show that game anyway. In the World Cup, they can show that. They do not have to. It does not have to be on ITV1. But these days with digital, you know where ITV2 is. It's number 6.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know where BBC 3 is. I know. So why do they actually bother putting it onto the main channel and pissing everybody else off because Coronation Street's gone moved or whatever? Why not just stick it onto one of the other channels? Just as many people will watch it, because if you can get ITV1 or BBC One, you can get the others. So just say, if you're signing up as one of the TV partners for England in the World Cup, or for the United Kingdom in the World Cup, you have to show, I don't know whether they might say this, every game. So it might not be that many people watch it, but it's as part of the package. And if you want, because if ITV said, no, we don't want to do that because we don't agree with showing Albania, Andorra, Channel 4 probably would step in, or Channel 5.
Yeah, and then it wouldn't upset all your Mavis and your Betties who tune in to watch Coronation Street.
It wouldn't, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just stick it in, because this, and I know I'm doing watch-alongs, but, you know, the numbers we've got for watch-alongs for England are in single figures. Because, yes, it's okay, it's live on the main channels, but people just aren't interested.
No. There weren't many people. It didn't look like there were many people at the stadium tonight, did it?
No, I think it was, Ronald was saying, a lot of empty seats. But why would you turn up? You know, in the Premier League, more people would turn up to watch Leicester play Newcastle than watch Leicester play, Brentford, because of the attraction of the opposition. And it's the same here. The way it's set up, it's just no excitement. I couldn't get excited about that.
No. You know what would be interesting is if they did like an incentive for scoring goals in a competition.
Yes, yeah, they do that like they do in rugby, don't they? There's an extra point if you get so many tries or something, I think, isn't there? But I don't know. I just think I just want some excitement back, because this is just awful football.
These qualifying groups, though, the teams want to get a win under the belt. It's like you said about the when you get in the tournaments, the group stage. You know, teams daren't lose the first game.
No, but if I said to you, look, Wayne, you know, we've got England are going to be playing Latvia, Serbia, Andorra, Albania. How excited are you by the prospect of that?
Not that
exactly. You know,
as you said, Chris, compared to watching Leicester lose every week.
Well, yes. But you know the point I'm making here. You know, if it was a case of England playing Italy, we were in the same group, then suddenly the game against Albania means a lot more, because goal difference could mean the difference between who goes through and who doesn't.
Yeah, it would shake it up, most definitely.
It adds excitement to the whole group. but FIFA and UEFA have just, like you say, it's all about money. But you could put things in there that guarantees certain games that all games are covered by the certain channels. If you sign up to the World Cup, you sign up to watch it play, show every game, which between the channels they tend to anyway. But look, you've got my pet subject here, so I'll go. Otherwise, I'll still be talking about this at midnight. Wayne, have a great week.
Continued, Chris. To be continued.
To be continued, indeed. And look, thank you very much. Have a great weekend. It's not going to be ruined by football. Yes.
Get in there.
And just, let's make the most of it, shall we? And I will speak to you soon, mate. All the best. I'll see you Monday, probably, for the next game. But thanks very much. Take care. Cheers now. Thanks very much to Wayne there. I'm sorry, that is my favourite subject. I can't deny it. It's just boring. It is just boring. There's no excitement in the group whatsoever. Anyway, that's time for another show, isn't it? But thank you very much. We are going to be back. When will we be back? That is a good question. We'll be back with the Latvia watch along on Monday night, but also on Monday, we've got the Championship Countdown. We're joined by Dan from Turf Moorhouse TV. We'll be there next season. Like we did with the Premier League earlier today, we'll be looking at who could possibly come up. Is it set out? Are Luton going to be suffering double relegations? 4:00 Monday afternoon. Be there or be square. And followed, of course, by the Latvia watch along, which is a table topping match. Woo! Woo! I know. Blue Fox, thank you very much indeed, sir, for your kind words. Remember, like the video, share it if you can. Please subscribe if you're new, and also click that notification bell. You'll never miss another channel. £1.99 if you want to become a member. Sign up and see what you get in the link below. Thanks to Wayne for coming on. Thanks to everybody that sort of stuck with that throughout 98 odd minutes of turgid football. We'll do it all again Monday night. Thanks very much. Take care. Have a great weekend. And just think, no Leicester.
Thanks for watching. These videos are tremendous. You'd better like them too, or I'll be back.
This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSport Fan Network. TalkSport. Powered by fans.
That will conclude this evening's entertainment.